Hi everyone. Happy Sunday. Say hi. Let me know where you're from. So I join in today to just say happy Mother's Day to everyone, and also to talk about happy Mother's Day to the dog moms out there too, or the pet parents, right? Because we are also a mom. So basically see hi everyone. Hi Rohit. Hi Chinda from Dubai. Hi Omar. Hi Steve. Hi Shrijesh. Wow, lots of people today. Um, yeah, so I wanted to talk about specifically about dogs. So I because it is Mother's Day and I want to honor people who also have pets, whether that's dogs or cats. So happy Pet Mom Day or Dog Mom Day, everyone. So I wanted to talk about how to be a responsible dog parent. So I'm merely mostly talking about United States because I don't know how all countries handle having a pet. So basically, I'm Chinese, but I was born and raised in the Philippines. So raising a dogs there is very different, especially in Asia, is very different than here in the United States, right? So I just wanted to share my experience, and I would not have done it any other way to actually to go about, before actually owning a dog. Okay, so whether you adopt or you buy a dog, oh, hi, Alfred. He's a dog lover here. Yay. Hi, Chris. Hi, Ninda. Hi, Admilor. Hi, Ceylon. Hi, Coreda oh, you're from California too. Which part of California, Corede? Did I pronounce that right? Hopefully. Hi, Shrijes. Yeah, so so basically it's very different, right? In Asia, like we literally just leave our dogs out on the in the backyard pretty much the whole day. So it's quite sad. I mean, now that I'm now that I've had my dogs for 2 years here, they live with us inside the home and inside our home, sometimes even on our bed. And so over time you just become more and more softer to the rules, and you just kind of let them do whatever they want. So anyway, I don't recommend that. So but yeah, so it's quite sad in the Philippines. Sometimes they just tie the dogs outside in the backyard, and it's kind of acceptable practice. But for us, we left our dogs in the outside in the backyard, and then sometimes they manage to open the door and then come inside our house. But my parents, they didn't want the dogs inside the house, so we have to always kick them out. So anyway, so I immigrated here to the United States in year 2000. And then I love dogs. I'm just such a dog lover. And then I just love them. They're just wonderful. So I didn't want to so I did have a cat before when I was single, and then I lived in my own home. So I was in my 20s, but that wasn't a very good experience because I was very depressed and at that point in my life, and I was having some personal issues. So I didn't really took care of the cat very well. The cat ran away and then never came back. I mean, hopefully the person who took my cat or took care of took care of my cat well. Oh, hi Doris from Facebook. Yeah, cool. Yes, so so basically so fast forward when I got into a relationship, and then we bought this home, and then I want to make sure that I'm being responsible before I adopted a dog this time, because I wanted it to be forever. And I don't want to just adopt a dog and then life happens and then you end up putting them back in the shelter, right? So they have very short lifespan, and I want it to be them forever. So what I did was that I volunteered at the shelter. So there's a shelter nearby here called the Humane Society for Silicon Valley. So if you're here in the Bay Area or in Silicon Valley, that's like that shelter is like it's like a luxury shelter. If you go there, like it's so beautiful. Like they're each of their room for the dogs is just very clean, nice. Like I volunteered there for 2 years, and then they just take care of the dogs very, very well. They have training, they have puppy social. So I would highly recommend, if you have pets, if you're in the Bay Area or Silicon Valley, then get training from them. They're very good. They don't I'm not big into using prong collars and the vibrating stuff. We have tried that in the beginning when we didn't know better as a beginning dog owner. So I just find it kind of inhumane in a way, because mostly because they don't teach you very well, and people who end up using prong collars, they don't end up knowing how to use it properly, because the proper way is like, it's more like you're teaching the dog that, hey, if they pull, they're doing that to themselves. But then just see a lot of owners yanking their dog, and then it hurts. I mean, that's prong. I mean, what are you saying? They have a fur, and then they're not gonna feel anything. They do feel something. So I don't use that. We use different ways to train our dogs. So let me just look at the comments. So let's wow, there's a lot of comment. Um, okay, hi Antonio. It's Happy Mother's Day. I'm a dog mom. I'm not a mom. Thank you. Chinde, are you a Christian? I am. I was born a Catholic, but I am spiritual now, not religious. Fulvio, smiley, hi. She just Coretta said, yeah, San Francisco. Oh wow. Yeah, let's chat sometimes. That's not too far from me. Cynthia say yes. Afzal says hello. Prasanna says hi. Happy Mother's Day, thank you. Cynthia said hello. Jude says hello from Chicago. Hi. Dalma said happy birthday. No, it's not my birthday. I don't know where you got that, but okay. Prasanna said, I'm from India. Hi. Alexa said, hi. Cynthia said, from Camden, Arkansas. Yay. Ali said, hello from Saudi Arabia. Wow. What time is it now in Saudi Arabia? Prasanna says, hi. Okay. My Alexa just responded to me. I don't know why. Oh, because I said Alexa. Never mind. Prasanna, Alex. Okay, Cynthia said Happy Mother's Day. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. So where was I? She just please don't post any spam message on my comment, please. so anyway, so I was talking about the pets in the US versus Asia. So it's very different here. So I volunteered for 2 years at the Humane Society in Silicon Valley. So I highly, highly recommend that. I mean, if you are a first time dog owners, if you never had experience being a dog owner, just find a shelter or even any rescues, and then they always open for volunteers. There's always volunteer work for you. So it's just a great way to experience. I would never have done it any other way, but actually to experience a volunteer. So after 2 years, we decided to foster. So my first dog, she's sleeping right here. Um, so she looks like a smaller, a medium-sized white husky. So when we were ready to foster, we did a whole year orientation, not whole year, one day, whole day of orientation, just to let you know how it's gonna work with fostering. So it was a great experience, because then we got to have Jindo. We named her Jindo too. She's a Korean breed Jindo, and then we had her for like a whole week before deciding to adopt her. And then that was a really great way to experience it, because if you don't know much about dogs sometimes have issues with, like, you know they might have a great aggressiveness issues, and other kinds of issues. They might not like kids, they might not like whatever. So I think it's a good idea to foster them and actually have them stay with you. You can see them for 24/7 for however long before I think someone if someone wants to adopt them, then you're gonna have to give them away, right? But so it's a great way. So one whole week she was with us for 24/7. We got to know her really well, and we're like, oh yeah, I think she'll be a good fit for our home. So we decided to adopt her after a week. So it was a foster failure. So places that allow fosters actually usually appreciate foster failures. So we did it that way, and then a year later, my boyfriend said Jindo looks a little sad or lonely. I don't know if that's right, but I was never home at that time. I mean, I had a full-time job. My boyfriend was home, so he was the one spent more time with Jindo during the day. So then he suggested, why don't we adopt another dog? So, and then it was funny. It was like serendipity. Like, one of our friends said, "Oh, do you I have a puppy here. Are you guys Is your dog looking for a younger sister?" It's like, "Oh, yeah, sure. We can take the puppy and foster." So we fostered the puppy. She was only 3 months old. That was 2 years ago. So and then it was good too. She stayed with us for a couple of days, and then just so we know that the puppy will get along with our older dog, because all older dog is very picky with who she plays with, because she's kind of a bully when we take her to the dog park. So we were always worried that she won't get along with any dogs, but she actually got along very well with the young dogs, although she's still a little bully. But our puppy is now 2 years old, and actually bigger than her now. She's 50 pounds, and the older dog, who's a bully, is 40 pounds. So she can pretty much handle our older dog now. So they play very rough, but they love each other, and they're sisters. So let me read the comments. Um, okay. Samir said, "Hi, greetings from Cape Town, South Africa. It's 7:40 p.m. here." Oh, thanks for joining, Samir. Prasanna said, "Oh, Prasanna, where are you from? I assume you met me. I'm from Silicon Valley in Bay Area." Horatia says happy. Okay, I assume you meant happy Mother's Day. Okay. Sergio, I'm from Mozambique, Cabo Delgado. Not sure where that is. I look at the map. Okay. Keith Van Der said happy Mother's Day. Hi, thank you, Keith. Thank you for joining. Rahul said, "Hi, Christine. Great show, my friend. Happy Mother's Day. Proud of you all." Thank you. Thank you for joining, Rahul. And Kyle said, "In Vietnam, people beat their dogs, and the dogs have issues." Yeah, it's quite sad. And then I don't think I can, I mean, I'm just really glad that United States really actually treat their pets very well. And I think sometimes maybe to the point of pretty over spoiling their dogs. So I know when it was my dog's birthday, right? I wanted to give her something, maybe a cake. So I went to different dog boutique store. And then can you imagine a cake, a small cake like this size? It was like $20. And then there are like little dog trees biscuit. It was like $3. And I'm like, wow, that's so expensive. So what I ended up doing was that, the cake wasn't really healthy for my dog. I don't know what they put in there. So I decided, just I'm just gonna buy a can wet food, which is like a whole can of wet food. And that was like $1. And then so I gave my dog a whole can of wet food for her to eat that day. And then she loved it. She just gulped down the entire thing and made it just look like a cake. Um, Ali said 8:45 p.m. Oh, hi. Thank you, Ali, for joining. Prasanna as Christine, you from the Philippines? Yes, I am Chinese, but I was born and raised in the Philippines. So if you look at my profile in the featured page, there's an article that I wrote. I am an immigrant. So I share more about my life, about being an immigrant here, and then so just read through that article, and then yeah. So I pretty much share a lot of my story in that article. Thanks for that question. Uh Shri, just what's the time? No, I'm not. What's the time there in the Philippines? I'm not in the Philippines right now. I am in Silicon Valley right now, and it is 10:45 a.m. right now. PST. Prasanna's at 1:45 a.m. Wow, you're still up. Thank you for joining in so late. Rajat said, "Hi, Christine." Hi, Rajat. Marcus said, "Happy Mother's Day." Thank you, Marcus. Have said, "Hi, Christine. Happy Mother's Day." Thank you. Christopher said, "Nice show. Love it." Thank you, Christopher. Prasanna, I want to stay a few minutes here in the stream. Look later. Oh, Prasanna said, "Mabuhay, kumusta ka?" You know some Tagalog word. Mabuti, salamat, Prasanna. Okay, so I was gonna say so part of me before I adapted was that I took dog behavior class. So there's a very well known she's very well known to be a dog behaviorist in the Bay Area. So she was offering it in the shelter I was going to, the Humane Society of Silicon Valley. So I took class with her. It was like I think it was like a month long class or something like that. So I learned a lot. You know, I took dog ownership very seriously, and then so I did all of that, and then after um so also before there's an emotional aspect of adopting a dog, right? So you have to be ready, you have to be committed, like to actually want to be there for the lifetime of the dog. And then there's also financial responsibilities of dog ownership, right? So if you it's not just the emotional aspect, right? So here in the United States, like so basically there's you have to think about, there's going to be vet bills, there's going to be shots that you're going to have to pay, there's going to be dog food and stuff like that. And then the most important thing of dog ownership is, I think, in terms of financially, is that insurance. You need to have dog insurance. The younger your dog is, the cheaper your dog insurance will be. So the way dog insurance works very differently. So you cannot keep switching dog insurance, one year after the other, because what happened is that when you switch, they any pre-existing condition that you had from the previous insurance, or even like even if you change something like a deductible or any terms of the insurance, even with the same insurance company, they any pre-existing condition is not going to be covered with the new contract. So just keep that in mind. So when you stick with one insurance, you sign up for it when they're young, just stick with it for the lifetime of them. So Jindo, the older dog, she's now turning almost, okay, I forgot her age now. She's turning almost 6 years old, I think, because we got her 3 years ago, and she was like almost 3 years old. So basically, her insurance annually, okay, yearly, is only $250. So divided by 12, you can even pay monthly. It's literally like $20 a month. So I just don't really see a reason why you should not have insurance. I think it really breaks my heart when I see, people put GoFundMe posts because they cannot afford something that their dog happened, because that's why you have insurance, because things happen. Like, unless you have 5 to 10 grand, if something happens to your dog and you think saving $250, whatever, and I don't, that's gonna take you a while, right? What if 1 year they're gonna have a 10 grand surgery? Then paying for the insurance will have saved you a lot more money. So the dog we have, her annual premium is only $183. That's $15 a month. So for two dogs, it's literally $35 a month for their insurance. So what does that cover? So I have $1,000 deductible. I have a higher deductible mainly because we have insurance just for the in case moment, and we're not gonna have to come up with so much out of pocket expenses. Then after that is 10% co-insurance, meaning we only pay 10% and 90% will be paid by the insurance company. So it really, really helped for us, because the second year, both our dogs literally so the older dog had a root her molar, both her molars here, she chewed on something really hard. So this was what we were told by the vet dentist: do not give a hard chew that you can't, if you can't press on it, and then because he said that this is coming from a vet dentist. Okay, so I know you're gonna read a lot of stuff on the internet that says, oh yeah, give your dog chews, bones, whatever is gonna help them clean their teeth. But he said their teeth isn't really that much stronger than a human teeth. So if it's not something that you can keep chewing all the time and expect your teeth not to break, you do not give it to them. So you give them like softs, like something like when you can press on it, or like like when you press with your fingernail, it's gonna cause a mark. So after that, so basically, when she she broke her molar, we our regular uh, vet would normally just tell us, hey, to just remove the molar, but it's her molar. I don't want her molars, two molars, important tooth, in her to be taken out. So we researched around and then found a veterinarian dentist. So it's a specialty, right? So we went to him, and then he suggested to do a root canal. So I'm glad we went to him. Because then, okay, so they had to take he had to take out, well, he didn't really take out. So he had a root canal, so he just kept it, but then he did something to it, but they had to put her down. So that two root canals alone cost, like, $6,000. Okay, $6,000. So I'm glad, like, we had insurance, because then it only cost us like probably $1,000. We paid the deductible $1,000, plus the 10% co-insurance. So it didn't broke our bank. So so that's exactly my point. Like, it, you need this insurance, because, like, I didn't know it was gonna happen. And on top of that, she the young the young dog that same year, we had to take her to emergency. Why? Because we had a neighbor dog. I also do dog boarding. That's one of my business. So what does dog boarding mean? Dog boarding is when we take care of the dogs stay with us. So while the owners go on vacation, of course, like anybody who has a dog boarding business right now, they're not making money now, right? Because nobody's going on vacation. But and so am I. There's nobody. But that's just one part of the stuff that I like to do. So yeah, so our neighbor usually sometimes asks us to watch their dog when they go on vacation. So it's a little tiny Shiba, 25 pound, who's like very hyper and all that. So when he stayed over, he literally went and and then took our medication, and then went over the medication, and then swallowed some pills. So of course my young dog play with the Shiba a lot, so she also swallowed some pills. So we had to take them to emergency, because they had to pump their stomach to puke all that out. So just that, and then they had to leave them there for like a couple of days. So that emergency bill alone cost like I think $3,000-4,000. So so imagine if we didn't have insurance. So this is the same year with both our dogs needing to be spent that much money. So total combined would have been $8,000-9,000. So imagine that, right? So and then we have two dogs, and we wouldn't want have any other way. We love having I think having two dogs, they get to play with each other. So versus just one dog, and actually it's actually less work in my opinion, because they play with each other. One dog doesn't bug you all the time to play with them. So and also when I walk them, I literally just attach the second leash to the first leash when walking them. So it's really not that much work. Maybe slightly more expensive, but I think it's worth it. So I'm gonna read the comments. um Vaihab said, I have 10 Indian dogs. They are really cute and lovely. Wow, Vaihab, that's a lot of dogs you have there. Srijesh said, could you please tell about the type of pet dogs? I assume you meant mine. So my pet dog, the older one is a Jindo, is a Korean breed. And then the young one is a lab mix. She looks like a lab, but a smaller version of a lab, like 50-pound slender lab. So she's a mix of different things, but she looks like a lab. Khan said, Happy Mother's Day. Thank you. I'm Islamabad. Okay. Adnan said, Hi, hi. Okay. So anyway, so I just wanted to say Happy Mother's Day. Hopefully to everyone, happy dog mom. So any dog lovers here, just say hi, and then connect with me, and have a great Sunday today. Enjoy your day. We're going to go out hiking with the dogs, cuz it's a beautiful day outside. So have a good day. Bye-bye.